Nice. It is currently my 6th day since I left out on my road trip. I just want to give a quick little update. I'm still enjoying some coffee, please don't mind me. I may be a little bit brief. I don't want to spend too much time working on editing this. Last time I'd spoken to you guys, I was in St. Louis. I spent a lot more time in Missouri than I expected to. I thought it would be like one night. I had the realization that if I'm not gonna stop and take my time in these different places and see the cities, then why am I in my car? So I actually stayed in St. Louis for a second night. My friend Red and Eason put me up, and I've really gotta say, I can't exaggerate enough how much I appreciate a roof over my head to sleep in. I really underestimated that when I went on this journey. As funny as that sounds, I thought, I'll just figure it out as I go. That's still true. I'll figure it out as I go, whatever I've got to do. But I am very, very grateful. And it was really nice sitting with Red and Easton for a while. We hadn't seen each other and really spent some quality time together in a few years. Really, to get from St. Louis to Denver, it's a straight shot on Interstate 70. And you will go through Kansas City. So when I was mentioning to Red that was gonna be a stop for me, she reminded me that one of our mutual friends had moved out there a few years ago. And so I reached out to my old friend Dylan. We had dinner. I was fortunate enough for him to offer to let me crash on his couch. So I ended up staying with Dylan one night in Kansas City, and what I didn't realize was how big Kansas City is. Ended up exploring Kansas City because it was Oktoberfest going on, Kansas City Live was going on, and I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I ended up going out and exploring Kansas City. That was Saturday, and I didn't realize that there was a lot of events going on that weekend. I ended up making some friends. I got to crash in Kansas City one more night. I actually told me that there would be a poetry reading on Sunday and go to the poetry reading. That was such an amazing experience. I've never gone to a reading quite like that. I basically left straight out from the poetry reading and started to drive through Kansas. It is pretty flat, but it actually made me kind of emotional. I was driving and I rose up over this hill and I had this vantage point, and it just seemed like I could see forever. Traveling solo is a completely different experience than traveling with another person, because at least for me, I know that I'm a lot more open to whatever experience gets thrown at me, and it turns into meeting new people, making new friends. It's really thrilling for me to be traveling by myself. I will say I pretty much at some point and every day these past 3 days, 4 days, I've had this feeling at some point every day of really missing Nashville, really missing the people that I love, the places that I know. I've still been keeping with the trend of not doing a good job of making plans for my booking and lodging and everything, but I'll be updating you soon, so catch you later.